Football, it's more than a game. Football is a road. It is a journey. It is a belief in oneself and those around you. It's sacrifice. Sacrifices of time, made by your coaches, made by your parents, made by those who wore that number before you, and those who will have the honor of donning it after you. It is about achievement. It's not about first downs, field goals, touchdowns, or even the final score. It's about giving your all in pursuit of excellence. It's about making memories that will last your lifetime. It's about sharing a powerful, earth-shaking experience that will define you as a person, a teammate, as a Pop Warner Super Bowl champion. The road has led you here to Disney.
And welcome everyone to the Pop Warner Recap Show, coming to you live from ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, located in the heart of the world-famous Walt Disney World Resort. 2013 edition of the Pop Warner Super Bowl is in the books, and what an absolutely unbelievable week of football it was. I'm Michael Kane. Great to be here with you tonight with Reedy Angolia, Dave Diaz-Infante. Guys, as I said, great week of football action. Your thoughts on the week?
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent week. Yesterday dominated by defense. Today, and I think David will tell you a lot of miscues out there and which team could capitalize from those miscues.
Yeah, you look at miscues, and I look at the teams that obviously defense has dominated. Today was no different, but I thought the teams that were two-dimensional could throw the ball down the field. Explosive plays were the difference, and turnovers. Which teams could capitalize on the other team's mistakes?
Well, we had 4 teams that earned the right to call themselves national champion today, but yesterday in Division II, here were your national champions. Norfolk Saints in the junior Pee-wees, Creeks Outlaws, just an amazing defense performance by them in the Pee-wees. Of course, the Jensen Beach Falcons with the junior midgets, and then that tough Palm Bay Rocket team.
But really, 3 shutouts in those games. Only one team scored that loss. I mean, really, yesterday's Division II champions definitely dominated by defense.
Yeah, and I think defense was a theme, I think, all week long, too. And turnovers, like I said earlier, played a key role in that. The teams that are able to attack and force turnovers and force mistakes are the teams that ended up winning. Then the offensive teams that had the ability to create some explosive plays and throw the ball down the field really had an edge.
Well, we had some great defensive play today. Let's get right to the highlights. First, junior Pee-wees, Gwynn Cherry Bulls versus the Mustang, and the first quarter just plagued by turnovers.
Yeah, a lot of fumbles. Both these teams, I think, had a few jitters to start this game before they could get going.
Well, into the second quarter, Gwynn Cherry starts to roll. This is Jalen Bain. He's going to find that outside left corner, and you know the result.
Yeah, I love the speed here from Bain. Good blocking at the point of attack, and I love how he runs that ladder, gets it outside, and gets it in for the touchdown.
Well, like I said, Gwynn Cherry started to roll. Still in the second, Javon Ferguson. He's going to find his buddy, Ja'Cory Brooks.
Yeah, beautiful throw on that slam pattern to Brooks, and here you see the offensive line surge ahead for the touchdown.
Well, and then Ferguson, again, great arm on this kid, but you see his little pitch back there. Larry and Moss. How about the stiff arm and the TD?
You know I love this stiff arm from Moss there. Gets to the outside, finds that pylon, and gets it in for the score.
Well, Gwynn Cherry, just a fantastic defense performance today as they pitched the shutout. And look at that, beat opponents 67-0 in the quarterfinals and semifinals.
They're really a dominating tournament as we see 162 total yards and 10 first downs in that championship game.
Well, that tells you their ability to move the ball down the field. That means production on first down, staying ahead of the sticks, and just moving the offense towards the goal line.
Well, head coach Javon Ferguson, he liked the fight and preparation of his team leading into this game.
These kids, man, they fought hard. They was disciplined. They went to bed early. They got a good breakfast in. They came and told every coach this morning that they ready. They was focused. They wasn't playing. They was mentally focused, and they was ready to play today.
Well, guys, they say defense wins championships. How about that Gwynn Cherry defense?
Great, and they're one of those teams from Florida that had a great week here at Disney. And just, dominating defense, got upfield, guarded against the perimeter, and just played excellent football.
Well, you look at what they were able to do on third down, too. That means they were winning first down on the defensive side of the ball, to force third and long situations. The other team only able to convert one of those third downs. That's the difference in the game.
Well, you see here Gwynn Cherry on there. They had some good offense, too, here, especially number 5.
Well, and Dave will tell you, too, great offensive line blocking. I saw a lot of great O-line blocking in this whole tournament. Gwynn Cherry, good job. And when you got backs that can run like that, you saw the stiff arm there by Moss as he gets it into the end zone. Just a great job by him.
You know, another thing, tackling was key. The teams that tackled well usually came out on top, too. You saw some of the great runs, the ability of some of these young running backs, the stiff arm, and I love the way he paid attention to the offensive line. That's a good running back. He hasn't forgotten his roots there, too. So, you know, you got to love the blocking up front and then the ability of running backs to break tackles and create big plays.
Well, we got a lot of big plays still to go over. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, all the action from the Pee-wees. Stick around. We'll be right back.
It's hard to find an expert more dedicated than John Clayton. He's the consummate pro.
We'll see how the 4-3 and the cover 3 work together.
John Clayton with the latest.
Thanks, Dan. Take care.
From the NFL, Drew Brees answers the $100 million question. Rejuvenated Alex Smith talks about
And whenever we need a brilliant insight, he's available at the drop of a hat.
Hey, Mom! I'm done with my segment!
When you run Disney, every mile is magic. Marathon and half-marathon races through Disney theme parks are waiting for you at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida and Disneyland Resort in California, along with the best finisher medals around. For more information, visit rundisney.com.
Division I Pee-wee champion Pop Warner Super Bowl, Far West Jets versus the White Oak Warriors. And how about Mekhi Smith of the Warriors?
Yeah, Mekhi Smith for White Oak was really their workhorse, taking the ball here. You see how he lowers his shoulders, gets behind his shoulder pads to get it across the goal line for that touchdown.
Well, then on to the third. Warriors ball, 2nd and 2. And then Ellis Crawford. He's getting a little more than 2 yards right.
Little thunder.
66 yards.
Yeah, a little thunder and lightning here. You see Crawford. I love how he bursts through the line of scrimmage, and then he gets into open field, and he's not getting caught.
But, hey, there's some fight left in the Jets as we go on to the fourth quarter, and Jimmy Richardson III had a big fourth quarter.
And he had a great week here, Jimmy Richardson, but there again, I like how he powered in and got a score.
But then with under a minute remaining, White Oak just ices it. Ethan Fogel with a great grab in the back of the end zone leads his team to victory 19-8.
Great back shoulder fade pass there by Williams to Fogel, and you see White Oak gets that win 19-8. Look at that domination, 260 total yards and 13 first downs.
And I tell you, that was a physical football team. Those teams are going at it, and I love that play call on 4th down to really seal the victory.
Gutsy.
To trust your quarterback and trust your receiver to win the one-on-one battle outside. I love it. Gutsy play.
Well, DDI, you're an old offensive lineman. Coach really liked the play of his O-line in this one.
I think that when we filled out our questionnaire about our team, we always said that our backs were always on. We rode the backs of our offensive line, and we did that again. You know, our offensive line, straight A kids, great kids, yes sir, no sir people. So they're White Oak kids, and that's what we do. We run the ball.
Guys, big win for White Oak. Now, Randy, was this a bit of a surprise? I mean, West Jets all week, just a juggernaut on offense. White Oak found an answer for it.
Yeah, I mean, I called a couple of West Jets games, and they were phenomenal. They were very fast. They were explosive. But, yeah, I think White Oak kind of came out there and surprised them. And talking about that offensive line play, former running back, you are only as good as your offensive line. And these running backs ran hard, but that offensive line did an excellent job.
Yeah, great job blocking at the point of attack as well. And you see that offensive line. Again, explosive plays so big right there, breaking tackles, and that's something the Far West Jets are usually very fundamentally sound, their ability to tackle. And then, again, that 4th down play to really ice a victory, that was outstanding play call. It shows a lot of trust in your players.
Well, guys, great championship there in the Pee-wees. We got 2 more divisions to go. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, full highlights from the junior midgets. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
So what happens is the tree gets to the sawmill and it's hand cut with a chainsaw.
And then what?
Then more and more wood is carved into really thin slices with a super sharp blade.
Like a razor sharp?
Like really, really sharp.
Gotta be messy.
Oh yeah, there's wood everywhere.
How long does something like that take?
Hours. They just keep cutting, cutting, cutting.
I get your name in the back.
That's all laser.
Disney Field Hockey Showcase is the premier event for the nation's fastest-growing sport. With over 100 college coaches in attendance, female high school athletes can contend for scholarships on the national stage. To find out how your team can compete here, visit DisneyFieldHockey.com.